Have you ever felt like you're playing a part in a story you don't fully understand? It's a funny feeling, isn't it? Like there's a secret script written just for you, but you never got to read the whole thing. You wake up each day, make choices, feel happy or sad, and sometimes, it all seems to follow a pattern that's bigger than just you. Think about it. Why do some stories always feel so true, no matter how old they are or where they come from? Why do certain heroes, villains, or wise old friends show up again and again in books, movies, and even our own dreams? It's almost as if there are hidden blueprints for people, deep inside us all, guiding our thoughts and feelings without us even knowing. This isn't just about what you had for breakfast, or what game you played yesterday. This is about the deeper currents that pull us along, the invisible strings that might be shaping our reality. It's a mystery, a puzzle waiting to be solved, and it begins with a quiet wonder about why we are the way we are. This is where we step into a fascinating world, a world where our minds hold ancient secrets. To help us explore these deep, hidden parts of ourselves, we turn to a very special guide, Carl Jung. Imagine him as a wise explorer of the mind, like a detective who wasn't just looking for clues about crimes, but for clues about our inner world. He wasn't afraid to look into the dark, quiet corners of our thoughts and feelings. Jung spent his life listening to people's dreams, reading old myths, and studying symbols from all over the world. He was like a treasure hunter, but the treasures he sought were ideas and patterns that live inside every single person. He believed that beyond our own personal memories, there's a shared part of our mind, a deep well of knowledge that everyone carries. It's like a secret library filled with ancient stories and characters that everyone somehow knows, even if they've never read them. Jung wasn't just talking about feelings we can easily point to. He was talking about the very roots of what makes us human. He saw that these hidden patterns were not just old tales, but active forces shaping how we think, dream, and even love. He gave these powerful patterns a special name, and understanding them can truly change how you see your own life. The special name Jung gave to these powerful, hidden patterns is Archetypes. Imagine archetypes as secret blueprints or old patterns for how people act and feel, found deep inside all of us. They aren't something we learn in school or from our parents. They are like built-in ideas that have been passed down through time, from the very first humans. Think of them as the original molds for characters that appear in every story ever told, and in every life ever lived. It's like when you see a baby bird build a nest for the very first time. No one taught it how, right? It just knows. That knowing is a kind of blueprint. Archetypes are like that for human feelings and behaviors. They are the deep roots that make us understand what a hero is, or what wisdom feels like, or what it means to be a loving mother, even if we've never met one. These blueprints live in a shared part of our mind that Jung called the collective unconscious, a deep, unseen ocean of human experience that connects us all. It's a place where myths are born and where our deepest understandings of life come from, guiding us in ways we might not even notice. One of the easiest archetypes to spot is the hero. We see the hero everywhere, in ancient myths and in brand new movies. Think of Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, a simple farm boy who learns he has a great destiny. Or brave Harry Potter, who faces dark magic to save his friends and his world. These characters start in an ordinary place, but then something happens that calls them to a big adventure. They face dangers, overcome challenges, and along the way, they grow stronger and wiser. The hero archetype is a blueprint for courage, sacrifice, and growth. It's the part of us that wants to overcome problems, to stand up for what's right, and to make a difference. When we cheer for a hero in a story, it's because that blueprint lives inside us too. We recognize the journey, the struggle, and the triumph. It's not just about fighting monsters. It's about facing our own fears and finding the strength we didn't know we had. This ancient pattern whispers to us, telling us that even ordinary people can do extraordinary things when they answer the call to adventure. Just as every hero needs a quest, they often need a guide. This brings us to another powerful archetype: the sage. The sage is the wise old person, the teacher, the mentor who helps others find answers and understand the world. Think of characters like Yoda from Star Wars, with his strange way of speaking but deep understanding of the Force. Or Dumbledore from Harry Potter, who always seems to know more than he lets on, guiding Harry through his difficult journey. The sage isn't always old. Sometimes it's just someone who has a lot of knowledge and shares it kindly. They represent the part of us that seeks truth, understanding, and inner peace. This archetype shows up when we need advice, when we're trying to figure things out, or when we're looking for deeper meaning. The sage helps us see beyond what's right in front of us, encouraging us to think deeply and to trust our own inner wisdom. This ancient pattern reminds us that learning and growing never stop, and that true wisdom often comes from listening carefully and looking within. The sage helps light our path, not by telling us what to do, but by helping us discover our own way. Beyond the brave hero and the wise teacher, there is another gentle yet powerful archetype that lives within us all: the innocent. This archetype is like a pure, bright spark, full of hope and wonder, always looking for the good in the world. Think of a child's wide-eyed curiosity, seeing everything for the first time, full of joy and trust. The innocent archetype reminds us of our own natural goodness and our desire for safety and happiness. It's the part of us that believes in happy endings, that trusts in kindness, and that seeks simple joys. In stories, the innocent might be a character who starts out naive but whose pure heart guides them through challenges, like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, who simply wants to go home. Or perhaps a character who, despite facing difficulties, never loses their belief in magic or the power of friendship. This archetype shows us the beauty of simplicity and the importance of holding on to our dreams. It's the inner voice that whispers, "Everything will be okay," even when things are tough. The innocent helps us find peace and reminds us to appreciate the simple wonders of life, keeping our hearts open and full of hope, no matter what. It's a gentle reminder that inside every one of us, there is a core of pure goodness, eager to see the world with fresh eyes. Now, here's where it gets truly magical. These archetypes aren't just characters in our favorite stories or ancient myths. They also show up in our dreams, like secret messages from our own mind. When we dream, our minds often speak in symbols and pictures, and these images are often shaped by archetypes. Have you ever dreamed of a wise old person giving you advice, or found yourself on a thrilling adventure trying to escape danger? That wise old person might be your inner sage trying to guide you. That adventure could be your inner hero trying to tell you it's time to face a challenge in your waking life. Dreams are like a special language that our deeper self uses to talk to us. They don't always make perfect sense right away, but if we pay attention, we can start to see these ancient patterns playing out. Jung believed that our dreams are not random. Instead, they are trying to help us understand ourselves better, to show us what we need to learn or what part of us needs to grow. So, the next time you have a vivid dream, remember that it might be an archetype, a secret blueprint, sending you a message, helping you understand the hidden stories that shape your reality. These archetypes do more than just appear in dreams or old tales. They quietly influence our feelings and choices every single day, often without us even knowing it. It's like a quiet voice deep inside, telling us what to do or how to react. Have you ever felt a strong urge to protect someone weaker than you? That might be the caregiver archetype stirring within. Or perhaps you've felt a sudden desire to break free from rules and try something completely new. That could be the rebel archetype calling out. These deep-seated patterns are not commands, but rather natural leanings that shape our personalities and how we interact with the world. For example, if the hero archetype is strong in you, you might naturally be drawn to challenges or feel a need to fix problems. If the innocent is prominent, you might always look for the good in people, even when others are doubtful. Recognizing these quiet voices helps us understand why we act the way we do, why certain things bother us, or why we feel a pull towards certain goals. They are the unseen forces that help create our personal story, guiding our steps and coloring our emotional landscape in subtle yet profound ways. The reason these archetypes feel so familiar, whether in our dreams or in our choices, is because they are the very threads that weave through all the myths and legends we hear. People have told these stories for a very long time, across different lands and cultures, because they just feel true. They resonate deep within us. Think about the ancient Greek myths, with gods and goddesses, heroes and monsters. Or the folk tales from far-off lands, filled with magic and quests. Even fairy tales that your grandparents told you. In all these stories, you'll find the brave hero, the wise wizard, the innocent princess, or the tricky villain. These aren't just made-up characters. They are reflections of the archetypes that live in our shared human mind. The stories survive because they tap into something universal within us. They speak to our deepest fears, our greatest hopes, and our shared understanding of what it means to be human. When we hear a story about a hero overcoming a dragon, it's not just an exciting tale. It's our inner hero recognizing a pattern of courage and triumph. These myths and legends are like old maps, drawn by our ancestors, showing us the landscape of our inner world, shaped by these timeless archetypes. Understanding archetypes can shed light on something many of us have experienced, that strange feeling of déjà vu when we meet certain people or encounter certain situations. It's like we've met them before, even if we haven't. This isn't magic, but rather our inner archetypes recognizing a familiar pattern. When you meet someone who instantly feels like a wise mentor, even if they're your age, it might be your inner sage archetype responding to their inherent wisdom. When you feel a deep connection to someone who is always trying to help others, it could be your own caregiver archetype recognizing a kindred spirit. These aren't just random feelings. They are echoes of the universal blueprints within us, vibrating in harmony with similar patterns in the world outside. It helps us understand why some characters and stories immediately feel right, or why certain situations trigger strong emotions in us. It's because these situations and people are tapping into the ancient, deep-seated patterns that live within our collective unconscious. By recognizing these archetypal connections, we gain a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of human experience and the subtle ways our inner world shapes our outer reality. It's like finding pieces of a puzzle that fit perfectly, revealing a larger, beautiful picture. Beyond the familiar feelings and recognizing patterns, archetypes play a huge role in shaping our relationships. They make us look for certain qualities in friends, family, and even partners, almost without us thinking about it. Have you ever wondered why you're drawn to people who are always helping others? Or why you feel safest with someone who is very wise and calm? It's often your inner archetypes at work, seeking out their counterparts in the world. For example, if your inner hero is strong, you might find yourself looking for friends who are also brave and adventurous, or who inspire you to face challenges. If your inner innocent is very active, you might be drawn to people who are kind, trusting, and see the good in everyone. Our relationships become a dance of these archetypal energies. We seek out those who either reflect parts of ourselves or help us bring out aspects of our archetypal patterns that we want to grow. This doesn't mean we only connect with one type of person. Instead, it means that the deeper patterns within us are always at play, guiding our connections. Understanding this can help us appreciate why certain relationships feel so natural and strong, and why others might be more challenging. It's a beautiful way to see how our inner stories reach out and connect with the stories of others, creating a rich tapestry of human bonds. This deeper understanding is where the real power lies. When we know about these archetypal patterns, we can start to make better choices and understand ourselves more deeply than ever before. It's like having a map to your own inner world. Instead of simply reacting to feelings or situations, you can pause and ask yourself, which archetype is active in me right now? What is it trying to tell me? For example, if you find yourself always wanting to be the strongest or the leader, recognizing the hero archetype in yourself can help you use that energy wisely, not just to dominate, but to truly help and inspire. If you often feel a strong pull to care for others, understanding your inner caregiver can help you set healthy boundaries so you don't get too tired. Knowing these patterns doesn't trap you, it frees you. It gives you a choice. It means you're no longer just a character in a story written long ago. You become the author of your own story. You can choose to listen to the wise sage within you, or to bravely follow your inner hero, or to hold on to the gentle hope of the innocent. This awareness brings a sense of calm and control, helping you navigate life's challenges with more understanding and purpose, guiding you towards your true self. Think of archetypes not as strict molds, but as powerful tools. They are like different kinds of brushes and paints in an artist's kit, helping us create the masterpiece of our lives. They help us grow and become more of who we are truly meant to be. This journey of becoming our whole selves is what Jung called individuation. It's like a seed slowly growing into a unique, beautiful tree, fulfilling its own special purpose. Each archetype offers us lessons and strengths. The hero pushes us to be brave. The sage helps us seek wisdom. The innocent reminds us to keep our hearts open. By understanding which archetypes are strongest in us, and which ones might need a little more attention, we can work with them consciously. We can choose to develop the qualities of an archetype that feels weak, or to balance out one that is too strong. This process is not about changing who you are, but about fully expressing all the rich, ancient patterns that live within you. It's about bringing your whole self into the light, embracing all your different parts, and living a life that feels authentic and deeply meaningful. Archetypes are guides on this incredible journey, helping us unlock our full potential and truly become the unique individuals we are meant to be. They are gifts from the collective human story, helping us write our own. As we delve deeper into these ideas, let us do so with a gentle, calm heart. This journey into the world of archetypes isn't about rushing to find answers, but about slowly, thoughtfully uncovering hidden treasures within ourselves. Each insight, each new understanding, feels like finding a precious gem in the quiet depths of our own being. It's a special and important process, like carefully dusting off an ancient artifact to reveal its true beauty and meaning. The words we share are meant to be like soft whispers, inviting you to reflect, rather than loud shouts demanding attention. Imagine sitting by a peaceful fire, letting the warmth soak into you as these profound truths unfold. This is a space for quiet discovery, for letting the wisdom of Jung and the power of archetypes gently settle into your mind and heart. There's no need to force understanding, simply allow the ideas to flow, to spark a quiet curiosity, and to awaken a deeper sense of wonder about the intricate tapestry of your own soul. This isn't just learning, it's remembering something ancient and true about yourself. Let's bring these grand ideas down to our daily lives with a simple example. Think of someone you know, maybe a friend or a family member, who always seems to be the first one to offer help. They might be the one who organizes meals for a sick neighbor, listens patiently to a friend's worries, or volunteers their time for a good cause without being asked. This person might embody the caregiver archetype. The caregiver is a pattern of wanting to protect, nurture, and support others. It's about compassion and giving. When this archetype is strong in someone, they naturally feel a deep urge to look after those around them. They find joy in comforting others and making sure everyone feels safe and loved. You might see this in a teacher who goes above and beyond for their students, a doctor who truly cares for their patients, or even a parent who dedicates their life to their children. This isn't just a personality trait, it's a deep-seated pattern, an archetypal force guiding their actions. Recognizing this helps us understand their motivations and appreciate their natural giving spirit. It shows us that these ancient blueprints aren't just in myths, they are alive and well, playing out in the everyday kindnesses and connections that weave through our lives. One of the most beautiful gifts that understanding archetypes can give us is the ability to forgive. Not just others, but ourselves too, for certain behaviors that might have puzzled or troubled us. When we see that our actions, or the actions of others, are sometimes driven by these deep, ancient patterns, it brings a new kind of understanding and kindness. Perhaps you've been overly critical of yourself for always trying to be perfect, or for feeling like you have to carry everyone's burdens. Recognizing the perfectionist, or the over-responsible caregiver archetype within you can help you see that these urges come from a deeper, often good, place. It's not just a flaw, it's an archetypal energy expressing itself, perhaps in an unbalanced way. Similarly, when a friend acts in a way that seems selfish, instead of just getting angry, you might pause and wonder if their inner rebel or even a wounded hero is at play, trying to assert their independence or protect themselves. This doesn't excuse harmful behavior, but it opens a door to empathy. It helps us see beyond the surface, recognizing the universal human patterns beneath the individual actions. This wider view allows for a gentle release of judgment, making room for more understanding, patience, and ultimately, forgiveness. It reminds us that we are all walking our own archetypal paths, learning and growing as we go. As we journey through the world of archetypes, a wonderful shift can happen. Knowing about these universal patterns makes the world seem more connected and meaningful, like everyone is part of a bigger, ancient story. It's as if a veil is lifted, and you begin to see the invisible threads that tie us all together, across time and cultures. No longer do people's actions seem random or isolated. Instead, you start to recognize the familiar echoes of the hero, the sage, the innocent, or the caregiver in the people around you, and in the stories unfolding on the news or in history books. You see that beneath our unique faces and lives, we share a common human heart, beating with the rhythms of these timeless patterns. This realization can bring a deep sense of belonging. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles, our hopes, or our dreams. Others have walked similar paths, guided by the same archetypal forces, for thousands of years. It transforms the world from a collection of separate individuals into a grand tapestry, where each person's life is a unique thread, but all are woven together by the same archetypal designs. This makes life feel richer, more poetic, and profoundly interconnected. Now that we've glimpsed into this wondrous world, I invite you to become an explorer yourself. Look around you, and more importantly, look within. Which archetypes do you see playing out in your own life? Are you often driven by the courageous spirit of the hero, always ready for a new challenge? Or do you find yourself drawn to helping others, embodying the gentle heart of the caregiver? Think about the people you admire, the characters in your favorite stories, or even the challenging personalities you encounter. Can you spot the wise sage in a teacher, or the playful trickster in a mischievous friend? Perhaps you recognize the creative artist in someone who loves to make beautiful things, or the strong leader in someone who inspires groups. This isn't about putting people into boxes, but about seeing the deeper patterns that give richness and meaning to their actions. It's about noticing the universal melodies within our individual songs. By simply observing, you'll begin to unlock a whole new way of understanding yourself and the vibrant tapestry of humanity. Let this awareness be a quiet adventure, a daily practice of seeing the archetypal dance all around and within you. It's a gentle way to feel more connected to the ancient wisdom that lives in all of us. As we conclude this quiet exploration, let the echoes of these ancient patterns linger within you. Take a moment, breathe deeply, and gently turn your gaze inward. Don't rush, just listen to the whispers of your own soul. What hidden stories are waiting to be discovered within you? What archetypes are ready to step forward and guide you on your next adventure? Perhaps there's a quiet artist yearning to create, or a brave explorer ready to face new horizons. Maybe a wise teacher within you has lessons to share, or a playful spirit wants to bring more joy into your days. Your inner world is a vast, beautiful landscape, rich with untold tales and powerful guides. By simply asking these questions, by allowing your curiosity to lead the way, you begin to unlock the profound wisdom that Carl Jung invited us all to discover. This journey of self-discovery is ongoing, a continuous unfolding of who you are and who you are becoming. The archetypes are always there, waiting for you to notice them, to engage with them, and to let them illuminate your path. So, as our time together comes to a gentle close, remember this: your life is a magnificent story, and you are both the hero and the storyteller. The archetypes are the ancient, powerful characters that live within you, ready to help you write your most authentic tale. There is a profound beauty in knowing that you are connected to all of humanity through these timeless patterns, a part of something much bigger and older than yourself. May this journey into the wisdom of Carl Jung leave you with a peaceful heart and a deep sense of wonder. May it spark a lasting desire to explore your own inner world, to listen to its whispers, and to discover the magic that lies within. For in understanding these hidden blueprints, you not only understand yourself more fully, but you also unlock a deeper, richer reality for your life. Go forth with curiosity, for your inner landscape is waiting to be explored. Thank you for joining me on this reflective journey. Sweet dreams, and happy exploring.